Good afternoon. My name is Abigail. I am currently a junior in college, and today I'd like to talk to y'all about stress and how to improve your confidence in your career or in your college courses. Chances are this isn't your first class or your first job, so you probably know a little bit about what it takes to succeed and be successful and the dedication that it takes. And chances are at some point you feel like you've fallen short. Maybe you didn't make an A you wanted, or you failed a test that you felt really prepared for. And no surprise, you're not alone. Studies find that 8 in 10 college students feel frequent stress in their daily lives. That means that you're not the only one stressing about grades, papers, or assignments. How can you manage that stress and get to a point where you feel confident going through courses? As an honors student, I am frequently comparing myself with other peers. My first semester, I took 17 hours full of math and science courses and watched my peers breeze through classes that I could study for hours for and never make more than a C. I experienced, maybe sometimes brought on by myself, pressure to succeed like I had in high school, and when I realized that I couldn't make the same grades by putting in the same effort, I started to wonder if my major and what I was doing was really for me. I wondered if honors was really for me. I questioned my career choice, and I struggled with my family seeing me struggle because it was something that was never a problem in high school. I still feel stressed today, but I've realized that now I'm not the only one. According to the American Psychological Association, 61% of students seek help and report anxiety, depression, stress, and academic performance problems. That's 6 in 10 of your peers. That's the majority of us. I think a lot of people assume that college students and other people don't have any stress and don't worry about completing assignments and that they're the only ones. But Depression and Anxiety, a medical journal, found that mounting expectations, an evolving sense of self-identity, and the typical shock of leaving home has led to more vulnerability for mental health risk in students. They've also found that anxiety and depression rates are rising, which coincides with the statistic that 20% of students said that they've had more than 5 significant stressful events in the past year. So how do you manage these? One of the biggest influences on your body is sleep. Sleep fuels you for the rest of your day, recharges your body, and allows you to decompress. We've all heard of pulling all-nighters to study for tests or finish assignments, but a lack of sleep can seriously compromise your immune system and put you at risk for health problems later down the road. Another tip, eat well and exercise. Food fuels our bodies as well. It helps maintain energy levels and can boost your immune system. Exercise is a great way to relieve stress, and most college campuses have a free gym so that you don't have to work out by yourself. One of the biggest tips is get emotional support. Use those college services, use your friends, your peers, and be open about your struggles. One of the easiest ways to get headed in the right direction for accomplishing your goals is talking about it. These are all good ways to manage stress, but in order to build confidence, there's some other key things that you need to do. For starters, turn off the little voice in your head that says that you aren't good enough. Everybody experiences it at some point, and when you realize that, you can get past it. Realize you're not alone. Nearly 1/3 of college students feel inadequate after their first semester. They question their ability to work and make the grades and get things done. Find somewhere to talk and a way to vent and help yourself realize that it isn't just you. Take up something you enjoy. For me, that's been painting. Doing something that you're good at and that you enjoy can help improve your confidence because you can relate it to other aspects of your life and translate it to other things. Additionally, break down big tasks into smaller ones. I'm looking at applying for nursing school, and that can be like applying to college, but much more difficult. So a way to help me make this less stressful is by breaking it down into steps. You can take it, you can do your application, then you can do your test, you can ask for your recommendation letters. You can do it and make it so that big daunting tasks can seem a little bit smaller. Do any of y'all have any examples of what you can do in your career that you can break down big steps and make it into smaller ones so that they're less stressful?
During my master's program, it was easier for me if I took not look at the 35-page paper, but to take it in smaller steps. 3 days for research, 3 days to write, 2 days to edit. Then it wasn't so huge.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people don't realize by breaking things down into smaller pieces, it can really reduce your level of stress because you're making sure you have plenty of time to get things done. And procrastination is one of the biggest things that contributes to college students being stressed, because a lot of us came from high schools where you can do things the night before and you have to realize that it's not the same way when you get into your college classes. So finally, just recognize that everything's a learning process, and recognize that not everything's going to be easy right off the bat. You're not going to be good at everything the first time you try it, and it's going to take a lot of practice sometimes. So just use the skills that you already have, apply it to the things that you need to work on, and don't get frustrated when you fail. Just try it again. So to recap, college and life is hard. Many aspects of both are challenging and can present issues, but you have to learn how to take the stressors and just work with it. So I hope by hearing my examples and the points that y'all can learn to incorporate everything and help just make things easier on yourself and not stress about it. So thank you, and you can overcome challenges and do whatever you set your mind to. Just use the little tips.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo. Much better. Good job. And it's 5 minutes and 58